I was watching the Pacers Spurs game yesterday, man. And afterwards, after Victor Wembanyama had a fantastic game, I think he had like 30, 10, 5 blocks and a steal and like 5 assists. Another crazy game. Kendrick Perkins was recapping it leading up to the 9:30 game. And he specifically said that the San Antonio Spurs are on the clock with building around Victor Wembanyama. And I said, yo, we got to stop. And surprisingly, in the replies, I got a lot of, he ain't wrong. You got this guy right here. You got this guy right here. This guy just wanted to suck Tatum. Okay. Got friend of the show, Nas. So not really a hot take, but a topic that I wanted to discuss with y'all because I don't want to force a hot take if it's not there.
Okay.
Are the Spurs on the clock?
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's absolutely not wrong. This is one of the rare instances where I do agree with Kendrick Perkins. And the reason why I'm saying that they're on the clock is because look at LaMelo and Charlotte. Look at what it's like when a team isn't on the clock. Look at what it's like when a team isn't on a clear path to build something for these clearly talented, star-studded, whatever the case may be, players. And I wouldn't want to waste Wemby's talents, especially if a lot of people have the sentiment like Sage, they want to see him play for a few years before they're even confident in him because of injury. So we don't know what the future holds for him. Maximize it now. I'm not saying, oh, you need to build something today, but that whole, on this rookie deal, you have all these years left. You got 4 years to really make it work. No, you got 2. I would say they're officially on the clock now to get something going by a year and a half, honestly. With a lot of these teams, how fast they're rebuilding, how quick their rebuilding processes have been, you're on the clock a lot more sooner than back in the day or back 10 years ago when teams were rebuilding. Back then, rebuilding was a 3-year process, 4-year process. It was the trust the process. That's what rebuilding was for era. It's not that anymore. This shit is microwave rebuilds, buddy. We're microwaving this shit quick. It's quick to start. The Thunder's rebuild didn't take too long compared to traditional rebuilds. The Pacers rebuild didn't take too long. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Rockets, in the grand scheme of things, their rebuild didn't take too long. It had some bad years, but that was what, 2 bad years? 2 bad years where they were generally stinky, and after that they were on track. Like that's still relatively fast.
I'm gonna be honest. So's 99.9% of the time, I'm actually with you. I'm actually about it. We 2v2ing it up.
I got my hot take.
I ain't gonna lie. 99% of the time, I'm with you. 2 reasons why this is different. One's gonna seem like dick suck. Victor's different. I don't know if we need to hear that. And I'm saying different just entirely. Like, he's not a Karl Anthony Towns, a Wiggins, a Simmons, Fultz, DA. Hell, it's proven to even Zion levels of what the fuck. Paolo, all of these players, man. He's literally like, I've never seen this shit before, and it's actually looking like it's working. So the difference in who he is as a player, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He gonna have options. Not only will he have options, dog, you really gonna troll with a motherfucker like this on your team? And when I brought up DA, by the way, because I was naming the first overall picks, but to him more importantly, it's also the way that the Spurs are. It's no direction. And if there's no pressure on them to just sit there and just keep getting high picks and just like shrug shoulders until free agency time or until another good player falls into their lap, nah. It's a different era for a player like this. You could argue that Vic is literally the guy that, like, you know, we've been talking about, okay, since LeBron, who's gonna be the next face, might be this nigga. Dead ass. So yeah, I'd actually say just because it's him, it's gonna be called dick suck in the comment section or overrating him in the comment section. But I think literally, if this wasn't like Victor Wembanyama, if this was like a Cade Cunningham, if this was a LaMelo Ball, not that they're not great talents, I'm actually with B-Souls. But in this situation, nah, you can't fuck that up, bro.
Yeah. Especially because I got a new job now. You are on the clock as an employer the minute that, you know, you get hired. like you hire the person. As soon as it's known, you are on the clock. Your job is to impress and make sure that this person is taken care of and understands that you believe in them, love them, whatever the case may be, so that they will be there for the next 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, or whatever, lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
You want somebody to be a lifetimer. You understand what I'm saying? Like you want somebody to not just be a player. And this is what people aren't understanding. You don't want them to be just a player. You want them to be in the locker room because the next generation is going to look up to them. You want them to be an ambassador, not just of the team on a national level, but on a local level, because that's going to help your ticket sales and all them. So yes, they are on the clock. They have to fight an uphill battle because they are fighting against, people that may better things to offer than you. So yeah, you are always on the clock. You need to call in Nike and get him a shoe deal. You need to call in Tony Parker and get him over here to speak French. Hey, TP, can you come down here and mentor the guy for a little bit, make sure his transition from the league or from Europe, France to the league is great. Fuck it. Depending on how much he costs, and I know he's kind of close to some of these players, I would try to get him a friend. I would try to get him a friend or two friends. I'd try to get Bilal over here, or what's the other dude that's coming out this year, Damo? Alexander Sarr?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to get some of these guys over here because I want to make you comfortable. You are on the clock. It might not be just the championship clock, because that motherfucker has the option to leave a couple times throughout his career. So
yeah,
I
guess I agree with the technicality that as soon as they got Vic, the rebuild starts. Therefore, the clock starts. But I think it's kind of obtuse as to like how Perk said it. Like when you say someone's on the clock, it's on some, all right, time's ticking, buddy.
It's championship type shit. I understand what they're saying, but that's my perspective. It's
I get it. Like I don't even disagree with anything that you said. It's just, and I also let me just make this clear. I also agree with the fact that if you got a top 10 player on your team in year 2, why waste time when you don't have to? So let me just make that clear. And I don't think the San Antonio Spurs, with the front office that they got, is just gonna waste Victor Wembanyama. But I feel like my problem with that take is just this idea that we're rushing rebuilds. Like we've talked about it on the pod too. Like rebuilds take time. So if I felt like when Kendrick Perkins said that, it was on some, all right, bro, if in 2 to 3 years from now, they're not championship contenders, we got to look at the Spurs. Even though 2 to 3 years from now, they could be headed in that direction. But just because you got Vic, 2 to 3 years from now, y'all aren't competing for a championship, now it's a failure. To me, that's extremely hyperbolic. And maybe it's just a difference in how you perceived him saying that. But I don't know, bro. I'm always on, and specifically with like, I'm bringing back to my season with how much criticism Jason Tatum has been getting. Like y'all, a lot of people put way too much pressure on these players to succeed extremely early on, and on these franchises as well.
Where we definitely agree is if, let's say, they do revamp in year 2, they draft whoever they need to draft. Y'all know I'm a draft casual. Draft whoever they need to draft. Get him a fucking point guard finally. And everybody like, oh, this team is going to be nice. And Vic's top 15, top 20-ish player. Yeah, they should make the playoffs. And then they end up not making the playoffs. Yo, Victor's a fraud. That'd be corny. I think all of us agree jumping the gun on and putting pressure on a year 2 player is always going to be corny or whatever. Where I'm assuming everybody else is also in agreements, and where we're disconnecting here is, I ain't gonna lie though, y'all ain't got another year just being the trash Spurs no more. Yeah, that ship is sailed. You pushed it. Fine, you got you another good pick. That's cool. I need progress. I don't know how Omar feels in terms of going all the way to a championship. I don't know how Damo feels in terms of being a true contender or even winning the whole damn thing. Me personally, on Sage's world, nigga, you gotta crawl before you walk. But I ain't gonna lie, we gonna skip that crawling step. We better start walking, because I ain't gonna lie, when bro leap out of your franchise, now shit's crazy. You gotta show me that you are at least willing to make the moves just to show Vic, we gonna do what we can to win with your ass. Now, if you don't get it done because you're not good enough in year 2, year 3, that's fine. But we're not gonna sit here and just be the trash team and then out of nowhere have anything. If anything, have a fucking plan. But
and don't pray for him to come back like LeBron did. Don't be sitting there praying for that dumbass shit either.
Man was like fucking 20 gifted, by the way. Appreciate you.
I just want to say, I just want to put out there to the world and let everybody know, if the Spurs go into this draft this year, because they do have the potential to get the #1 pick, but if it happens or whatever happens this year, if they get Sarr next to Wemby, the Lakers are on the clock for me, buddy. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they get Alexander Sarr next to Wemby, I promise you, LeBron better commit to the Lakers that day too, because the future looking bleak real quick, and I'm champion.
LeBron, AD. You fucking had LeBron and AD. We don't want to win. Had LeBron, AD. Give us all your picks, including that one.
And I'll say this too: even if it might not make the most sense on paper, the draft experts are saying Sarr and Wemby don't make sense, but whoever says that, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, if I go to Wemby and say, "Hey, Wemby, how you feel about that Sarr guy? Oh, he's cool. He's a cool guy. Y'all close? Yeah, man, we're good friends. All right." Hey, no. The pick is motherfucking in, nigga. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Wemby he better be there on the draft lottery day to be the representation for the Spurs on wherever the lottery ball is gonna fall. Wemby better be in the war room on draft day. They better, hey, this is the 10 guys we looking at. You need to, circle some names. Who do you like? X who you don't like. Let me know why, and we'll keep it pushing.
Maybe have the French guys in big bold writing, and then the American guys real small.
Speaking of bold writing and 10 guys, Milkman with the 10 gifted. I told you he going crazy today.
Big Milk.
God damn. He's on fire.
Big Milkman.
The milkiest milk, never lactose. I'm gonna ask y'all this though. I gotta play devil's advocate. So I'm stealing your devil's advocate bit. Appreciate it. I gotta play devil's advocate. So where do we draw the line of giving Wemby too much power in San Antonio though? Because
there is no giving too much
Kevin
power.
Durant. Oh, there is none. All right, that's interesting. Because we've seen it with KD, we've seen it with James, we've seen it with Kawhi even. Is there a line, or is it like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, if we get cooked by Wemby, then
Sage, let me tell you something right now.
Talk to me.
I'm thinking as if I work for the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not Damo and LKIB no more. I am front office of the San
we're in the Spurs organization.
I am in the Spurs organization, right? Let me tell you right now. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about what they think about too much. I bet the Spurs wish they had. Every team that sit there and says, man, that Kevin Durant's a head case, wouldn't say no if you wanted to go there. They will all take them. Everybody knows, oh, man, that's so difficult to deal with. This nigga's a bitch. Hey, I call Kevin Durant all names in the book. If that nigga put a Lakers jersey on,
Big Wayne.
Yeah,
I cheer for Russ and goddamn Melo. Why wouldn't I cheer for this nigga? It's Durant. What? Like,
Fair enough.
Like you said, Wemby's different. You do this for guys that are different. Now, I'm not doing this for everybody. I don't want LaMelo in the war room for the damn Hornets. Go in the gym. Shoot some shots, nigga. I don't need you telling me
what their hobbies are, and if it's not rapping, he don't want them type shit. So.
It's rapping in strip clubs. He don't want them drafted. So yeah, no, sit your little ass down. I don't want Jalen Green in the war room. I want Wemby in this goddamn shit.
So in 3, let's say in 3 to 4 years, the Spurs are like a 10 seed, 11 seed.
4 years.
Not. Did I say the Warriors? My bad. The Spurs. 3 to 4 years are like a playing team. Mm-hmm. Would y'all be like looking at the Spurs and saying,
"Y'all fucking
up"? How would y'all feel about the Spurs during?
Y'all fucking up.
Fucking up. And,
I say, yo,
fucking up. And I know what Omar said earlier. I mean, they're in a situation. Well, he's in a situation where he can dictate his future multiple times. He don't got multiple times. They got the 4 years with all his options. He can be a restricted free agent. He can like decline the extension, going into being a restricted free agent. Because they drafted him such with the #1 pick, they have the right to match whatever offer. So he does have the chance to be locked down for an extended period of time if they see fit.
And I ain't gonna lie, souls, we tripping. I brought him up, or I didn't bring him up. Anthony Edwards, we said the same shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm keeping the same energy, actually. That nigga Anthony Edwards got drafted. PU stinker year one for sure. Ever since then, have they had less than 40 wins? I don't think so. I think the Spurs, I'm double checking right now. I think ever since Ant has been there since year 2, the Timberwolves just, all right, live survey right now. 2020, 2021, 23 and 49. This was his rookie season. The following season, 46 wins, 7th in the conference. The season after that, 42 wins, 8th seed in the conference. And right now, they're the fucking 2 seed. Like, I don't know. I'm
just saying 3 to 4 years from now, if they have upward trajectory, like I'm not tripping over the Spurs.
My thing is, and I'm not gonna be able to answer the question because I'm not there. If Wemby says he's happy, I don't need to look at them any different because I might have fucked up in the first 3-4 years. But if my man say he re-ing up and he's okay with continuing to re-up and then just re-ing up, oh man, good to go, baby.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I don't think it to put the term. All right, these motherfuckers are on the clock. It's just a little too hard.
Yeah, I need to see the clip. If he explicitly said championship contender, then it's like, okay, I mean, at that point, how?
And I guess it just depends too on like when you think a rebuild is over. So like, okay, once this team is a playoff team, is the rebuild over? Or is it like the Sixers where, all right, that shit ain't over until y'all actually win a championship? So it's a semantics conversation at the end.
The Sixers rebuild, I mean, and it is semantics. I'm about to say the Sixers rebuild been over. The process has been completed. It just ain't work. You're trying to get the process to work. It's been completed. You went from tanking team to any given year. We're saying this team should have won a championship. I think for the Spurs and what people are saying they're on the clock is everyone's assuming Wemby wants to win. Now, Wemby in the next couple of years shows you, hey, real shit, I like my money.
Oh, that's a whole different conversation.
I like my highlights. Hey, they are on the clock, nigga. Hey, if he's a 7'4" LaMelo, who cares? At that point, he's gonna stay regardless.
Oh my god!
I start seeing drippy Wemby. I start seeing Wemby in some ice in an icebox finest. Wemby with grills. Wemby with a new bitch because he's in San Antonio. Wemby next to something looking like Meg Thee Stallion. All right. Well, Wemby's more. His goals might be in the wrong spot.
They bring me Trae Young, and Trae Young teases me how to get some milk. Like, come on now. If that's what my man like, he like that French milk, that French leche, whatever they call it.
Fired off real quick, fellas. Trae Young to San Antonio. They want the pick. The pick is not number 1, or the Sark guy's gone. Are y'all doing it?
It depends if he's friends with Sar. I'm not doing shit. I'm drafting him. or if I can get his cousin. If I can get his cousin, if I can get a French nigga. If Wemby specifically says, "Oh, sorry, that's my best friend. That's my best friend."
Oh, that's over with, man.
Don't worry about it. We'll pick up. I'll call D Fisher. Fuck, I'll call Tony Parker. Yeah, me still good. We'll get you the ball. Don't you worry about that.
Trae Young gonna be your best friend. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie
the lobs Trae Young gonna be throwing, he gonna be your best friend.
Hey, I can pay a nigga to throw lobs. Not gonna lie to you. If I can get Sar, I'm not doing it. And if I can get, I'm not gonna lie. Sar's probably the only guy in the draft I would.
So if it was literally pick number 2, you doing it?
No. Is there a French nigga?
A second French nigga. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is a French nigga, but I would personally say Sar is the hands down. If I got number 1 pick and I know I can get Sar locked down, cool. It depends who's ahead of me. Niggas are saying that Sar is going to Detroit. They have too many fucking bigs. I think that Detroit would pick based off need. So number 2, it depends who's in front of me. It depends on what I'm hearing and how confident I am on that team sticking to their word. If it's a team that literally got who's who at fucking center, yeah, trade that shit. Give me Ice Trey. And if I want a Frenchman, I'll sign Killian Hayes.
Let me tell y'all something.
Weird because for guys who want this,
French, I'll go get Frank. Like, I'll go get some French niggas if you want French.
How is it
I'll hire Tony Parker.
No, hold on.
Phil Hardy, Phil Handy. I don't care.
I'll explain. I was just thinking because y'all are the ones who want this to be done as soon as. Actually, I'm on y'all side. Like, let's not waste time. Let's try to win as soon as possible. I don't know why you wouldn't pair a 26-year-old elite point guard already with projected to be top 10, top 15 player in year 2. Like, why would you pass up on that?
The same reason why you didn't want to move to Atlanta.
What the? All right, dog. This is insane. Dick suck. Holy
Wow,
shit.
that's
Triggered
a
his
crazy
trap
parallel.
card.
Hear me
That
out.
is
Hear
a
me out.
crazy parallel.
It's about the quality of life. If I can get your best friend here, and again, this is just an assumption that Alexander Sarr is his best friend. We've heard foreign players talk about how hard it is for them to transition to, the United States and get acclimated and all that. And I think it's getting better as time goes on. But Dirk was like, yo, I was ready to go back. Dirk literally just said that. Yeah, I was ready to go back. This shit is crazy. I see Luka and Jokic running around every chance they get playing grab ass. Now, and Luka is a happy-go-lucky dude. When he is around Jokic, oh man, turns it up a notch. So if we're saying Trae Young, who teammates talk about how he has issues passing the ball to them, it sticks, the stigma of being a bad defender, but we know we're getting an elite point guard. Cool. Or his best friend.
Okay, I guess I just don't know about Alex Hart and Victor Wembanyama's friendship. That's, I guess.
Damn the friendship. Hey, I'm removing it from the friendship. I'm just thinking logistically. If I can get Wemby and Diet Wemby, what the fuck are we doing? I'm building culture here. I can get 7'4", switchable big man who can shoot
Robinson,
and
part
dribble.
4.
And I get the number 1, number 2, number 3 pick next year, and I can get a 7'2" long 4 to 5 guy that can switch between 1 through 5 who can dribble and shoot.
He's
You
7'2".
think I'm not going
Yeah.
Sarr's like 7 foot, 7
I don't know
foot,
ball.
7'2".
Yeah, he's
I know Sarr's game. Sarr is Diet Wemby. I can pair that together, and I can go sign a nigga that's going to throw lobs to them. I can acclimate a guy that's been in the league for however many years to pass the fucking ball. I'll trade for Lonzo if I fucking care. Fuck Trae Young. I will go get a guy that's going to be like, hey, pass the ball. Yes, coach. You can find that.
They still,
Damo-
they still
Damo's
got
right
hella
there.
picks from the Hawks trade, right? From the
There's
DeJounte
too
trade.
many. Yeah, they do. There's too many
never
point
mind.
guards. There's too many point guards. Plus, I probably wouldn't even want to. There's too many point guards out there to go get that are probably like fringe point guards or whatever you want to say. There's too many point guards to go get that could do whatever the fuck that I need them to do. Get a Mario Chalmers type. Like I really don't give a fuck. Trey Mann is looking for us opportunity. It really doesn't matter. I could just go get a bunch of people.
Yeah, I, mean, I
Black,
guess it's a
this is
win-win scenario.
basic.
It don't really matter.
Look, I don't know ball on college, so I might fuck around and do it, but this is all a mute conversation. Trae Young's going to be a Laker in 2025, so.
Let me get my hot take of the week off. Jesus Christ. We can finish this bitch.